New York crackles under the Marvel Comics banner as the city's favorite wall crawler takes center stage. Tonight's adventure promises danger, spectacle, and a showdown that could shake the whole city. The cover screams of a clash between Spider-Man and Daredevil, with the eerie menace of the Ringmaster lurking in the shadows. In the city that never sleeps, every headline feels like a warning. And if that wasn't enough, the page itself dares you to keep reading, calling this one of the greatest issues ever printed. In Manhattan, the stakes are high, the night is alive, and trouble is already on the move. New York at night, the skyline looming like a steel jungle as the city hums with danger and possibility. Tonight, Spider-Man is headed for a duel that could shake the streets to their core.
A duel with Daredevil. Now that sounds like a workout with personality.
But lurking beneath the action is a sinister spectacle of villainy, where the Ringmaster's circus promises thrills, suspense, and trouble in equal measure. The stage is set, the lights are dimmed, and New York is holding its breath.
Great, because nothing says normal night like a criminal carnival.
From the minds behind the madness comes a story packed with drama, danger, and impossible acrobatics. And when Spider-Man swings into the chaos, the whole city is about to feel the impact. The curtain rises on a city that never sleeps, and somewhere in the shadows, a bigger battle is already waiting. New York hums outside the Parker apartment, but inside, teenage Peter Parker is trapped in a different kind of danger: Aunt May's relentless matchmaking.
But why won't you call Mary Jane Watson? I'm sure you'd like her if you dated her.
But I've got a girlfriend, Aunt May. I don't want any blind dates.
Mrs. Watson is such a good friend of mine, and her niece, Mary Jane, would just love to meet you, and you're not really engaged or anything.
Gosh, Aunt May, I'm old enough to arrange my own dates. Honest.
Peter finally gives up on studying and heads for the door, desperate for a little air.
Be sure you dress warmly, dear. It's a bit nippy out.
I'll be back later, Aunt May. I'm going out for some air.
Minutes later, Spider-Man is cutting across the winter sky, a blazing red and blue blur over Manhattan, as if the cold doesn't even exist. Then his carefree swing suddenly stops, sharp eyes locking onto trouble below. Four shadowy men sprinting from a store, money bags in hand.
Step on it, the burglar alarm went off. The cops will be after us soon. Look, a blind man, he might have heard our voices. We can't leave him here to identify us later.
Spider-Man tenses on the rooftop above. An innocent bystander is in danger, and the web-slinger is already launching into action. New York at night hums under a blanket of shadows, and one frightened witness refuses to stay silent.
If you creeps don't want witnesses, you better get rid of me. My baby blues saw the whole thing. It's Spider-Man.
Hold on, boys. What's your hurry? Didn't you know this is Let's Get Acquainted with Spider-Man Week?
Keep running, he can't catch us all.
They think numbers will save them, but in the city's dark alleys, Spider-Man moves faster than panic. In exactly 2 seconds, that one guy hits like a whole task force.
For a minute, this'll only hurt. Don't worry about a thing, boys.
A moment later, 4 thugs are neatly wrapped and ready for delivery, and the night air crackles with Spider-Man's signature swagger.
Are you all right, mister? Need any help getting where you're going? No, thanks, I can manage, but I'm much obliged to you, Mr. A. Spider-Man, isn't it?
That's the name, pal. But don't bother thanking me. Just remember me in your will. And you'd better be careful not to walk in these lonely neighborhoods when it starts getting dark.
To someone like me, night and day are the same, but thanks anyway.
New York at night hums with danger, but one man reads the city with senses sharper than sight. Spider-Man is gone, and another Guardian is already on the move.
So that was Spider-Man. I'd say he's about 17, 5'10", and in excellent health.
He can feel the rhythm of a heartbeat, the rush of blood, the faint tremor of a body in motion. What amazes him most is that he can perceive more than any ordinary eye ever could.
Wouldn't he be amazed if he knew I could see everything that happened with my senses, as well as he could with his eyes?
He wanted the crooks too, but he waited, hidden, unwilling to reveal himself while Spider-Man was near. Now the delay has cost him precious time.
I'm late getting back to the office, and I don't want Karen and Foggy to worry about me. So I'll travel a bit faster now, as only Daredevil can.
Radar sense blooms outward, mapping every alley, wall, and rooftop in a living city of sound. To him, air currents, echoes, and motion paint a perfect invisible world.
My built-in radar sense turns hearing, touch, taste, and smell into my eyes, and I can even hear the shape of any object.
Minutes later, he slips through a back entrance, and the vigilant crusader vanishes beneath a familiar identity. Behind the door waits the quiet pulse of normal life.
Foggy and Karen are still inside. I hear their breathing through the wall.
In a single breath, the city's masked defender becomes Matthew Murdock again, but the night still feels close, as if danger is only one heartbeat away. And then, in the law offices of Franklin Foggy, Nelson, and Matthew Murdock, the evening hums with warmth and unease.
Oh, Mr. Murdoch, we didn't hear you come in. We've been waiting for you.
I'm taking Karen to the circus tomorrow, Matt, and we wondered if you'd like to join us.
The circus? No, thanks, Foggy. You two go alone and enjoy yourselves. I have quite a bit of unfinished work to catch up on tomorrow.
But Mr. Murdoch, you work so hard. You need some relaxation.
Karen's right, Matt. You mustn't allow your handicap to make you a recluse. You can't work all the time.
Matt hides the truth behind a quiet smile, because some feelings are more dangerous than any lie he's told. Better to keep his distance before his heart gives him away. But now, let us leave the law offices behind and turn our attention to New York's biggest arena, where the next day promises a spectacle like no other.
Keep rehearsing, everything must be perfect tonight, for this will be our greatest show. Ever since the Hulk defeated me months ago, I've planned this one spectacular performance, to outdo anything we've ever done in the past. Bring me the newspapers, the ads, the posters. I want to check them. We must make sure we play to a sellout audience tonight.
Here they are, Ringmaster. Everything is the way you want it.
New York buzzes under the neon glare, and somewhere in the city, a wicked plan is already in motion. A circus poster promises charity, but it's Spider-Man who's about to get caught in the act.
Ah, good. By the time the fools realize Spider-Man isn't on the show, it'll be too late for them to do anything about it.
It was a great idea, boss, to advertise Spider-Man. The tickets are selling like hotcakes.
But the crafty ringmaster forgot one dangerous little detail: what happens when Spider-Man sees the ad himself. And in a quiet office downtown, another battle is already brewing.
Strange, that poster says I'll be appearing tonight. Well, if the proceeds go to charity, maybe I should perform, just to convince people Spider-Man isn't so bad.
No pictures of Spider-Man. I'm through printing news about that phony. Maybe if I stop writing about him, that publicity hound will go to some other city.
That suits me, Mr. Jameson.
Elsewhere, Betty offers a warm escape from the city's noise, a simple dinner, a quiet evening, a chance to be ordinary. But Peter's double life is never far behind, and the truth is about to trip him up.
Peter, may I see you for a moment when you're through? I just found the greatest recipe for spaghetti, and I thought I'd cook some tonight. Would you and your aunt may like to come for dinner?
Gee, I'd love to, Betty, but I'm sorry. I'll be busy tonight, you see. Oops, darn, I dropped my circus ticket.
I saw that, Peter. If you want to go to the circus without me, that's all right. But you could have told me. I don't care if you're taking some other girl.
No, Betty, you don't understand. Wait, heck, how can I explain that I can't take her because I'll be changing to Spider-Man?
And just like that, one drop ticket turns a simple misunderstanding into a dangerous secret. Across the city, the circus lights are waiting, and so is the web slinger. At the law offices of Nelson and Murdoch, the ordinary day takes a strange turn. A circus flyer for Spider-Man promises a night of spectacle in New York.
Say, listen to this. Spider-Man will be performing at the circus tonight. Spider-Man, on second thought, perhaps that should be mighty interesting.
I will go with you too. It sounds like fun.
A short time later, just before the show begins, the crowd buzzes with anticipation. Matt listens closely, sensing more than the room can reveal.
We'll explain everything that happens, Matt, so you won't miss a thing. I appreciate that, Foggy, even though I'll be able to sense all the developments a lot clearer than you can see them.
Then Matt catches a familiar presence in the crowd, the blind man he helped the night before. Something about him pricks Spider-Man's senses like a warning.
Huh, that's the blind man I helped last night. Why does my spider sense tingle when he's near? Ah, maybe I only imagined it. He certainly can't present any sort of threat to me.
Elsewhere, the circus fills fast, and greedy eyes gleam behind the curtain. Someone is ready to turn the show into a trap.
I think I'm gonna enjoy this. I always wanted to be a circus star, and with my spider powers, I ought to be a smash sensation. Anyway, it's nice to be able to do something for charity.
The house is filling up good, boss. We'll soon be rich.
The fools have come to see Spider-Man, but they'll get a far different kind of show instead. Keep the entertainment going until the place is filled. I don't want anyone to get suspicious.
New York holds its breath under the big top, the crowd growing restless as the seconds drag on.
You want Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
He's above the tent. I can detect his unusually strong pulse right up there.
Bring on Spider-Man, we want Spider-Man.
Actually, I should be describing things to them. Spider-Man is about to make his appearance now. His pulse has speeded up. He's preparing for action.
Then at last, the wall crawler moves, poised above the tent, ready to drop into the spotlight.
Well, this is as good a time as any. Here goes.
Look up there, he did show up. It's Spider-Man.
Howdy, folks. Listen to him cheer. I guess I'm not as unpopular as I used to think.
He descends upside down through the air, a living blur of motion and mischief, and the crowd erupts all around him.
Boy, it's a pleasure to be able to do this without having some deadly enemy to worry about at the same time.
New York at night crackles with light and noise as the arena comes alive, and Spider-Man steps into a spectacle nobody will ever forget. For one dazzling, impossible stretch of moments, he turns the city's air into a stage, flips, swings, and lands like a legend under the hot lights.
This is nothing compared to what I'll do when I really get warmed up.
In the shadows above the crowd, a sinister scheme is already in motion, and the ringmaster watches the packed arena with cold delight.
I never thought he'd really show up, but there's no reason to let him interfere with my plans. Even Spider-Man cannot stop me.
The time has come, the arena is packed. Nobody suspects a thing, let's go. You all know what to do, there must be no slip-ups.
Then the ringmaster appears, his twisted little circles spinning like a trap for the eyes, and the crowd begins to sway under his spell.
I am the ringmaster. My will is your will. My will is your will.
I wonder why he's standing and waving like that. What's he trying to do? Crash my act?
New York at night, the circus lights blaze against the dark as a sinister plan reaches its peak. The ringmaster's mind games are about to turn a packed audience into helpless prey.
Now that he is under my control, I'll face the audience. This is my supreme moment. This will be the largest crowd I've ever hypnotized, my greatest triumph.
In a split second, the entire crowd slips into a hypnotic trance, their voices rising and falling like one eerie chant. But somewhere in the darkness, one man remains untouched.
My will is your will. Go on, take their wallets, take their jewelry, hurry.
The spell will last only an hour, and when the victims wake, they'll remember nothing at all. The thief will vanish into the chaos unless someone stops him first. Yet one figure is not ensnared by the swirling illusion because he never saw the ringmaster's hypnotic circles at all. That man is blind, and that man is Daredevil.
Nice trick. Shame it doesn't work on me.
With cat-like grace, the fearless hero drops into the corridor below, ready to fight his way through the circus cast. The ambush begins now, and the ringmaster is about to learn that the night has a second master. New York at night crackles with danger as shadows twist through the carnival air. Spider-Man is still under the ringmaster's control, and the trap is tightening fast.
He's not stopping, only one thing to do. Spider-Man shall battle for me.
Spider-Man, my will is your will. Daredevil is your mortal enemy. Attack him. Oh, Spider-Man is under hypnosis too. He has to obey the ringmaster. Daredevil is my enemy. I must defeat him.
The ringmaster revels in his cruel triumph, turning one hero against another like pawns on a deadly stage. But somewhere beneath the spell, Spider-Man's instincts are still fighting to break free.
My radar sense detects a small aluminum object 10 feet off the ground. It must be a trapeze. Footsteps, the ringmaster is fleeing. Only he can break the hypnotic spell. I've got to stop him. Spider-Man, save me. Your will is my will. I must save the ringmaster.
New York at night trembles under the glow of the circus lights, and on the high steel above it all, two masked adventurers launch into a deadly duel. The battle is nothing less than the ruthless will of the ringmaster made flesh.
Daredevil is much faster than I would have guessed. His strength is astounding. It must be many times that of a normal man. I can't possibly match his superhuman strength. My only chance is to outthink him. I have saved the ringmaster, as he commanded.
Still trapped in a hypnotic trance, Spider-Man obeys without question, waiting for his next order like a puppet on invisible strings. Daredevil seizes the opening, but the night is already twisting into chaos.
Don't stop, you fool. Daredevil isn't beaten yet. Lucky for me, Spider-Man can't think for himself. The advantage is mine while he's moving under a hypnotic spell. After him, Daredevil must be defeated.
One hero fights blind, the other fights fogged by hypnosis, and neither can claim the clear edge for long. Spider-Man lunges toward the trapeze platform, where the high wires and hanging gear promise a battlefield only he can truly reach.
This pole must lead to the trapeze platform. I'll have room to maneuver up there. My radar sense informs me of objects hanging nearby, and my logic knows they must be trapezes. Thus, neither of us has a clear-cut advantage. You can't escape me as easily as that, Daredevil.
New York at night, the circus lights glare like neon stars as danger tightens its grip. Spider-Man moves through the chaos, quick, agile, and already thinking 3 swings ahead.
He's coming toward me again, head him off.
My spider's web can beat any trapeze.
He's agile as a panther.
He lands right in front of me, but for one heartbeat he hesitates, waiting for the ringmaster's command. Spider-Man uses that split-second silence to flip clean over his head.
I did it, and I can hear the ringmaster's heart pounding 10 feet in front of me.
His foot hits a circus ball, and that tiny mistake becomes the opening he needs. Across the ring, the hypnotist staggers, just as Spider-Man reaches for the hidden power inside the ringmaster's hat.
My hat, I must get it.
Spider-Man's super-sensitive hearing catches the faint electronic hum inside the hat, the source of the hypnotic spell. Now he knows exactly what he's fighting, and he hurls the truth back at the dark control over the crowd.
I was right. I can sense the powerful surge of energy pouring out from the hat.
After him, Spider-Man retrieved my hat at any cost.
Halt, you are no longer under the ringmaster's spell. I release you from your trance.
New York crackles in the dark as the hypnotic fog begins to lift. In the center of the chaos, one more mind is fighting its way back to the light.
I release you from your trance.
The spell breaks at last, the young hero's thoughts snap into razor-sharp focus. He remembers everything in an instant.
My head fog, mist swirling about, beginning to clear. I can think again. Much obliged, Daredevil. No telling what harm I might have caused if you hadn't broken the ringmaster's hold over me. Chalk it up to self-preservation, fella. I'd rather have a gent like you with me than again me. Thanks for the compliment, but I owe you a favor, and a Spider-Man never forgets. Better save the hearts and flowers for later, Spidey. I hear a mighty angry ringmaster getting ready to attack us again. Almost let the cat out of the bag about my super hearing.
The ringmaster's voice booms across the arena, whipping his gang into a frenzy. Around them, hypnotized spectators sit helplessly still while danger closes in from every side.
Don't just stand there, you useless fools. We outnumber those 2 masked meddlers. Let's get them, unless you want to do the rest of your act in jail.
The ringmaster's right, it's only 2 of them against all of us. Let's go.
But the villains are gambling with more than brute force. The rest of the audience still lies under the hypnotic spell. If Spider-Man and Daredevil don't stop them now, the entire plan could vanish into the night. New York at night crackles with danger as the circus high above the street becomes a battlefield. In the blur of lights and shadows, Spider-Man is about to turn the act upside down. The sightless Daredevil drops to his knees and in one lightning-fast burst, scatters the tight knot of performers like bowling pins. Something big and light drifts down towards Spider-Man, a safety net, gently wafting through the air. But on both sides, danger is closing in fast.
Annette, fine by me, I'll just go along for the ride.
Daredevil, you've done your share, this fight's mine now, come on down.
Okay, Spidey, they're all yours. But if you need me, just wiggle your web, fella.
And now, under the circus lights, the main attraction steps into the spotlight, the web-slinger himself, ready to dish out justice with a grin. The thugs rush in and Spider-Man meets them head-on.
Careful, don't be overeager. There'll be plenty of me to go around. You'll each get a chance to be slapped silly by Spider-Man.
New York at night crackles with danger as the big-top chaos rumbles below. Somewhere in the crowd, a hero is already moving faster than anyone can see.
Brother, judging by the sound of pandemonium out there, Spider-Man needs me about as much as the Hulk needs vitamin pills.
He slips back toward his seat, all wisecracks and quick decisions, trying to play both sides of his double life. But changing clothes is the worst kind of chore when the city is on fire.
So I might as well get back to my seat and enjoy the rest of the show.
Back in the stands, the whole audience sits frozen in a strange trance, their pulse rates pounding like jungle drums. Below, the real fight is about to explode.
Don't be greedy, boys. Only one punch to a customer. He'll be singing a different tune after I wrap this 500-pound barbell around him.
For shame, Samson. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a citizen loaded with spider sense? Glad to see you've been eating your Wheaties, big boy. Now hold onto this toy for another second if you can.
New York at night crackles with danger as Spider-Man faces down a gang of hulking thugs in the shadowy street.
Now's our chance to get him while he's weighted down with that barbell.
What makes all you boys so hostile? You must have had unhappy childhoods or something. Well, I can't stand around holding this thing forever. Here, catch.
Look out, he tossed it like a basketball. Well, don't just stand there, that thing's heavy.
You'd better lie down.
With a blur of acrobatics, the web-slinger springs upward, turning the fight into a dazzling aerial spectacle.
Meanwhile, it's time for me to practice my high jumping. No applause, please. The act isn't over yet.
We'll beat you, we're the kings of the high trapeze.
Well, here's where you lose your crowns.
High above New York at night, the circus rigging cuts across the sky like a spiderweb of steel. In the cold wind, one reckless decision turns a high-wire performance into a deadly standoff.
Aha, split your trapeze, now you're finished.
That was a rash, impetuous thing to do. Do you know what those things cost? You've only yourself to blame for this. Until you get me a new trapeze, I'll have to ride on yours. No, don't, get off, you fool. You'll make us both topple to the ground.
The terrified acrobat dangles over the abyss, but the danger only makes the madmen grin wider. One wrong move, and the night below will swallow them whole.
But you can't stay up here forever. You'll catch your death of cold.
You maniacs, now what are you doing? I forgot my union card, and I don't want the rest of the acrobats to pick at me.
Meanwhile, down below, New York crackles with danger under the arena lights, and Spider-Man is balancing high above the city in a deadly trap.
We've got him trapped now. He can't keep his balance on the high wire and defend himself at the same time. Just point me in the right direction and fire. The great Gambino never misses. Now lower your head, put him off the wire. Don't worry, it's as good as done.
Well, company, and I didn't even bake a cake. You lame brain, did you think I'd stand still and wait for you to hit me?
The web-slinger vanishes in a blur, slipping through the darkness with impossible grace. Then his voice cuts back through the arena, taunting from nowhere and everywhere at once.
Don't worry, I'm not lost. Us friendly neighborhood Spidermen know our way around pretty well. Okay now, sure shot. Giddy up, horsey, we're going back to the stable. Now, you don't want old Spidey to think you're a creature of habit, do you? I'm gonna show you a nice new way to land. Here goes. No, don't, you can't. I've got to land in the safety net, at the other side of the arena.
A shouted warning echoes into the night as the trap collapses into chaos, and Spider-Man hurls himself toward the next impossible move. New York at night blazes with danger as Spider-Man drops into the fray, the city's rooftop shadows stretching long and cold.
Happy landing, sweeties.
That wasn't a bad act, gang. The only thing that puzzles me is, what'll we do for an encore? Oh well, let's see now. Are you all present and accounted for?
Spider-Man scans the rooftop, his instincts prickling as he senses one missing piece in the dangerous puzzle. Then he spots him.
I have a sneaky suspicion that someone's missing, and there he is. Now I know how you stay so slim, Ringy. You're always running.
My hat, once I get my hands on it, I'll have Spider-Man under my control again. I'm not beaten yet. And now, you brash, boastful, brazen boar, now you'll pay for your taunts and insolence.
Boy, I'll bet they feed you corn flakes 3 times a day. You make Thor sound like a teenage swinger.
The battle hangs on a razor's edge as the villain's fury rises, and Spider-Man keeps firing back with fearless, razor-sharp wit.
I shall treasure those caustic words, Spider-Man, for they are the last ones you'll ever utter, of your own free will.
New York at night, inside a packed theater gone eerily still, the air hangs thick with hypnotic menace.
And now repeat after me. I must obey the ringmaster. His will is my will.
You've had it, chum. Your hypnosis doesn't work on me anymore. You flubbed your one last chance.
No, wait, I'll make a deal with you. Stop.
I never deal with gents who have glass jaws.
The villain goes flying, and his hat nearly tumbles away in the chaos. Then, from somewhere in the stunned crowd, a single voice breaks through the silence.
Bravo, Spider-Man, I couldn't have done much better myself.
Spider-Man snaps his head toward the applause, but the theater is still filled with trance-bound faces. Somewhere in the echoes, a hidden ally remains unseen.
Well, wherever Daredevil is, I'm glad he enjoyed the show. Although I wonder how he managed to resist the ringmaster's hypnosis. It all happened so suddenly that only a blind man could have been unaffected. Well, naturally that can't be the answer. Oh, well, I'll dope it out someday.
With the audience still trapped and the ringmaster seething, Spider-Man turns to finish the job. But the night isn't over yet, and somewhere in the dark, the real mystery is just beginning. New York at night hums with danger and bright lights, but inside the circus tent, the real battle is over. Spider-Man has already unraveled the ringmaster's strange control.
So that's it. The ringmaster's hypnotic power came from his hat.
A clever burst of electronic energy magnifies every thought near the hat, flinging it outward like a mental thunderclap. Even Spider-Man can't help but marvel at the science of it.
Okay, folks, snap out of it. The show's over, time to go home.
Within seconds, the spell shatters and the audience awakens, convinced they've just seen the greatest act in town. The circus crowd erupts into delighted chatter.
What a best dang show I ever saw.
Did you enjoy it, Matt? Well, I did manage to stay awake.
Moments later, the crowd pours out into the city, a blur of faces and hats. For a heartbeat, Matt Murdock vanishes in the crush, then reappears with a private grin.
I couldn't help hearing the police taking you away, sir. If you should need a lawyer, here's my card.
Or get lost.
Matt, there you are. I was so worried about you in this big crowd.
Karen, I was just trying to drum up some business.
The ringmaster and his crew are gone, the danger past. But as Matt smiles in the noise of the departing crowd, Spider-Man's world keeps spinning, and the next fight is already waiting in the dark.